I'm going to show you how you can make white chocolate ganache that you can use for decorating your cake. You're going to be using 3 parts of white chocolate, which you want to break into smaller pieces. If your chocolate comes in bars, you definitely want smaller pieces so that it will melt easier. If your white chocolate comes in collets, then you don't need to break it down. So we're using 3 parts of chocolate to 1 part of cream. So what that means is for this recipe, for example, I'm using 300 grams of white chocolate and I'm going to use 100 ml of the cream. So I'm just breaking it into smaller pieces and putting it into a heat proof bowl. And next we're going to then measure out your cream. So I'm measuring 100 mils of cream. So my weighing scale is actually quite nice. It has different units so I can weigh it in mils directly on the scale. So 100 mil, I know it says 104, but it works well enough. 3 to 1 is the ratio. Warm it up for 30 seconds to a minute in the microwave so that it's hot but not scalding and not bubbling over. Pour that over your chocolate and do not mix it yet. We're going to allow all the heat in the cream to slowly melt the chocolate. So what you want to do is cover your bowl with cling film. That's going to trap the residual heat in the bowl and gently melt the chocolate. Leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes and then you'll see that most of the chocolate would have melted effortlessly. If you still have large chunks left at this stage, you can whiz it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, but that's about it. So you can see most of that chocolate has melted. Yes, there's still big lumps there, but don't worry, as you start to gently mix it, the heat in the cream will melt all the chocolate. Now, you don't want to be very vigorous when mixing the ganache. You just want to just gently, like a figure of 8, what I'm doing, mixing the mixture together, and you'll start to see that the milk, not the milk, the cream and the white chocolate all comes together nicely. And there is your ganache. Now, your ganache may look a little bit more watery than this, and that's fine. This looks a little bit thicker because I actually left it for almost half an hour while I was making the cake, so it looks a little bit thicker. But this is actually the consistency that you want to be working with. It's what they call the peanut butter consistency. So this thickness is the best for decorating your cake, and you will get to this thickness after leaving your ganache to set for 30 minutes to an hour, and then it'll be ready to use.